This is
Okay.
the Pound for Pound Boxing Show. I'm Jermaine. Joined alongside me today is Zahid, the Magic Man. Hussain, how you doing, man?
I'm all good, man. How's you?
Very well, man. Thank you for taking the time to join me on the Pound for Pound Boxing Show, man.
It's a pleasure, man. No problem.
I want to ask you, obviously, you got a massive fight coming up soon on Sky Sports.
Yeah.
You're fighting Hopey Price on the 13th of February, live on Sky Sports on the Warrington beat Lara card.
Yeah.
How's training camp going for that fight?
It's going good, you know. It was short notice, but luckily we was already in training. You know, just even before Christmas, even on Christmas, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day was off, and then straight back in it the next day. So I've always been training. But then obviously now we've stepped it up. The we got 4 weeks notice, I think, so it stepped it up straight away and went straight into it.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So Hopey Price, he's 3-0. Have you
Yeah.
seen much of him? Have you watched much of his fights? Obviously, he's on Sky Sports a lot.
I've seen his last one. I think it was the one that was in Eddie's back garden.
Yeah,
That's all I've seen. My coach has watched him, so when we're training, he'll just he'll just tell me what he does and where he goes wrong, and we'll just work on how to counter it and whatnot. So
brilliant, brilliant.
my coach just watch him rather than me, and then he'll
Yeah,
just tell me what to do.
yeah. So I want to ask you, how big opportunity is this for you? Obviously, fighting on Sky Sports, millions are probably going to be watching this fight. How
Yeah.
important is it for you and your team? This opportunity is coming
Well,
around.
it's a dream really because since been watching Friday Fight Night back in the days on Sky Sports from a young age to fighting on a Sky Sports show yourself. It's the platform. It's a dream that's come true really. Yeah.
Yeah. So you obviously you're 16-1. Obviously Hope is 3-0.
Yeah.
How much spirit, how basic experience is going to be? Do you reckon his experience is going to be crucial to this fight? Obviously, you've had more fights.
Yeah.
He had less fights. He's fairly young. Do you think the experience will pay dividends in this fight?
Yeah, most definitely. It's experience are gonna pay the bills in this fight, 100%. Um, hats off to him for taking the fight at such a early stage. There's not many fighters out there that will do that. They'll say they'll do it, but they won't do it. Definitely the experience is gonna be the key.
100%. Obviously, it's massive for you. Obviously, fighting the Wembley Arena. You're from Leeds, originally Yorkshire. I want to
Yeah.
ask you, how did you first get into boxing, and who's your boxing inspiration?
My boxing inspiration was Muhammad Ali. Um, and then as time was going on, I was getting into the modern day boxing, and then obviously it was Floyd and a bit of I've seen a documentary on Paul Malignaggi, which caught my eye quite a lot, which kind of pushed me on to doing like becoming something from boxing, from watching where he come from and how he did it. Um, so that's what inspired me really. But my main, was it Muhammad Ali really? Yeah.
Muhammad Ali. I mean, speaks volumes. I mean, he's the greatest himself.
Great,
He's an inspiration for everybody, really.
of
Uh,
course.
Obviously, you're signed to Steve Woods and VIP Boxing.
Yeah.
How did that materialize when you first signed for them?
So basically, it was last year. I was looking for a new manager. Um, Obviously, I felt like I wasn't going many places, so I thought I need a new manager. Steve Wood got recommended a few times. It was back of my mind anyway, to be honest. So I shopped around, spoke to a few, spoke to Steve, and was definitely probably the best one for me. And as you know, everyone knows he's helped a lot of boxers out there, and just like even now, got me this opportunity. So I like to big up VIP Promotions for that.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some of their work. They've got some good stable of fighters. Obviously,
Yeah,
yourself, Lyndon Arthur has come through there, Zolfa Barrett, and a few other fighters have come through there. So yeah, I've seen they're doing good stuff there, bringing through you guys and
yeah,
fighting on these massive cards.
of course. And we got obviously we got Josh Warrington. former world champion. So yeah, definitely he's doing his bits, and he's had experience with other champions too. He's had a few world title holders, and he's got a good stable going as Steve, and he's doing his job.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Let's talk about your fight. You fought George Brennan to pick up for the vacant central area featherweight title.
Yeah,
obviously you came out victorious in that fight.
Yeah.
How did it feel to win that title?
I was over the moon, man. It was just, it was like a proper crown around me at the time, and I think nobody boxed for. I think central area titles have started to get popular now. So, because first they used to have these what they call British Masters and stuff like that, where I think it was a lot cheaper for the promoters to to put onto the show, because obviously you have to pay your fees and stuff like that. So they were kind of avoiding the central area title fights, the southern area, the central area, and which other ones they have. So at this time, I think they stopped the British master title belts and stuff like that. So these central areas got popular again, and it was more what do you say, more challenging, because you're actually facing boxers with good records, because you can't just fight for the central area. Well, the British Masters, you could just line it up with anybody, really. So when I won the central area title, I felt, I felt like, I'm in a proper fight. So that's all I wanted, a 50-50 fight. Somebody with a good record, or somebody that's a live opponent that's there to fight back.
Yeah. I mean, has that made you more hungry to go on and win more titles at domestic level? Obviously,
having that feeling, winning something, on a domestic level, you wanna win the best domestic title. So you want the English and the British, but definitely made me more hungry, of course.
Yeah, obviously you mentioned the British is currently vacant. Obviously, you've got a massive fight, obviously, with Hopey Price coming up in a few weeks now. Obviously, if you was to come through that fight with a win, would you like to maybe fight for the British title?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna be real, I don't think me even beating Pope is gonna actually put me anywhere close to the title. I mean, obviously he's only 3-0. He's got nothing to lose, really. Either way, it's a win-win for him, experience, and well, as for me, it's just what I've said is just a platform for me. So first time fought on a big platform like this. I win on this platform, and my name kind of gets out there. Like, some people actually know who I am, which could possibly open more, maybe for the English title, or even, eliminators for the British or something like that. So it will definitely open doorways. Hopefully it does anyway.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, obviously, I want to talk obviously about your division. Featherweight division is thriving, especially on the British level. Obviously, you got yourself, you got hoping. Sorry,
I'm super bantam, but they've got me on They got me as featherweight on BoxRec.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Obviously, I saw that you had I've seen some of your fights. Most of your fights have been at super bantamweight, and obviously on BoxRec and others, you're put down as a featherweight. So what do you say?
Basically, I won the central area title as a featherweight. That was featherweight. And from there, I started to drop down to super bantamweight. So I think I boxed for a Commonwealth eliminator. It was meant to be something like that, eliminator for the Commonwealth. That was at super bantamweight, 8 stone 10. That fight, we didn't get the decision, as a lot of people disagree that the decision was wrong, but we move on from there. So then my other last I think I had 2 fights after that, or 3. They were just like warm-up fights. I didn't really have a manager the first 2. The first few anyway. I didn't have a manager, so we were just boxing on any local show basically. And obviously there were only like 6 rounds, so and it was on the day weighing, so I couldn't make super bantamweight on the day. So I'm weighing in on like 9-2. So I'm weighing 9-2. So obviously BoxRec have seen that, and they've put me on down as a featherweight. I did contact BoxRec because I know other managers that are looking for opponents or looking to, you know, get the fighters out there. And if they're gonna see me as an opponent, they're gonna look at me as a featherweight. So I got through to BoxRec and I explained, can you please put me on super bantamweight, which they did. They explained to me that why I'm on featherweight division is because obviously my last couple of fights have been over the super bantamweight division weight. So they didn't move me back to super bantam. But then I looked again when this fight got announced. I went back on BoxRec and looked to see if it's announced, see if I'm on there, and they put me on as featherweight again. So I don't know, but I'm gonna make a statement out there that I'm a super bantamweight. So you know.
So you're just for all the viewers, you're just clarifying that you are a super bantamweight going into this fight against Hopey Price.
Yeah, definitely. That it's at super bantamweight, 8 stone 12, I think it's at. Obviously the super bantamweight championship weight is 8 stone 10.
Yeah. Obviously, so obviously I was going to mention obviously the featherweight division because thought you was at featherweight division, but we've got some tough fighters there anyway. You have got some good fighters at featherweight. What I will go through is Kid Galahad, Josh Warrington as well. You got Jazza Dickens, Isaac Lowe. You've got a few others in there. I had an interview a couple of months ago with the English super bantamweight champion Liam Davis.
Right.
Is that a fight you would maybe let to go for if you possibly could get the win over Hopey Price?
Yeah, well, anyone with a title, a domestic title, you know, I love to fight him. I mean, even I think a lad called Brad Foster had a British title. You know, I would love to have fought him for that. I think, I don't know if it's vacated. Is that what you said? It's vacated now, I think.
I'm not too sure. I think he might have vacated. Yeah, I think he might have vacated. Yeah.
But yeah, you know, whoever's holding them belts, you know, you want to fight them, and that's where your name gets out there and people know who you are, and that opens the doorways for other stuff.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I want to ask you. Obviously, you watched a few Hopey Price's fights. I want to ask you a message. What have you got to say to your supporters for going into this fight?
You're just gonna see a very technical fight. I watched him from what I've seen and from how I'm training and stuff. I'm guessing he's a very technical boxer. I'm technical, so you're gonna see could be a chess match. Obviously, he's southpaw. I'm orthodox, so obviously the styles do collide sometimes, and it can be boring, or it's having got two ways. It's gonna be boring, or it's gonna be really interesting. Depends how just how it goes.
Yeah. And have you got a message for Hopey himself going into this fight?
Just good luck and get ready for the L on your record.
Brilliant. Zahid, thank you again for your time on a Pound for Pound Boxing Show. Absolute pleasure. And I wish you the best going into this fight. And I'm sure we'll have another interview after this fight.
No, definitely, man. Just hit me up. Where you guys based, or where you
We're based in Southwest London. So we're based in Wandsworth, Southwest London, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, man. So yeah, definitely hit me up afterwards, man. We'll do some. I'm here. I appreciate you putting me on.
I appreciate you coming on, and all the best, champ, and good luck.
Yeah, man. Thank you.